3 Monday. So I did a little illustration of what we're looking for now, a little pre-action to see if we can get a trade-off today. The idea is to get a trade-off every day if we can, if the situation is right. So I labeled it already to save some time. But one of the things that you want to look for is the direction of the market, the trend-wise in the market. Well, at this point, what do we have? This morning we opened up, and the market had an immediate rally. The market then had these little buying tails that happened, and you get these closes that are high-end closes, with high-rate closes. This is absorption. So we have buying on the opening. We're absorbing resistance area on the left-hand side. We will jump over the creek, and we have a situation here where the market has some support here. It has moved higher. So now we're looking for, since if we have no supply in the market, what we want to look for is some type of pullback into the area of the retest of the support or into the LPS position, the last point of support position, to be a buyer. As long as we don't get supply, indicated by the red bar of the market, we're going to be looking for pullbacks to buy. If we get absorption here and not the pullback, we'll be looking to buy a springboard of the market. Okay, so looking for areas of support in the market. And if we have something to do update-wise, trade-wise, I will certainly send it out to you. But looking for a pullback in the market, you see buying is overcoming selling. So our game plan is to look for buying of the pullbacks today. So this is the S&P E-mini 5-minute chart for today on Monday. Up here right now, you have an SOT bottom right here. And so the buy is 41.30.25, right? It's right here on the close here. So really it's 41.32.25. So your buy is here. You're looking for an objective probably to the 41.48 area to the upside, maybe 41.52 because of the cost built to the market here. Okay, so this is like this. So remember we talked about this, not supply. It's long liquidation because the supply should be larger volume, and then we'll make about halfway back of this particular range, right? Of this particular range, right? So 50% back of that range would lead you up to that price there, okay? And that would be your objective to the market wise. So halfway back retest, SOT setup, and then your buy zone and everything else, okay? So see if they get up there and get the objective. And now we should get to the point where the market now gets to the level. I think someone's coming in. Gets to the level in which gets to the level in which the market now clearly is the SOT. The support area is about halfway back. So this is halfway back, right? So we identify this now. And we go to our target. Our target should be 48 to 50 area. See how important it is to go with trend? You see how important it is everything else, right? Halfway back, comes here. Halfway back, comes here. Just as guides. Now we should see one more push up with this stuff. You would think that'd be the case. This appears to be absorption so far, which should give us our push higher. Let's see if that quantifies that to be right. If we get a market that begins to get supply, then obviously just a retest of market's going to fail because of the SOT. This is where the springboard would occur against this resistance here. So if the market's good, you're going to get some type of springboard to go higher. Push. You see what I mean? I don't know if it's going to end up resulting, obviously, in a market that's going to mark up quickly or whatever. But you see how the market doesn't get that supply coming in? So it's going to need a little more volume, I think, to push through. But it doesn't need demand volume. It doesn't need the side strength volume. So got a target here. So this is the trade thrust buy. As mentioned, the buy afterwards. This is a probe of the up thrust probe, right? Now here's where the springboard position would come in, right? Cluster here, little dip down here. If this is good, we should springboard here. It's good here. So from the area of buying here, 41.31.25 to this target is 16 handles, 800 hours. We're going to get out of this trade here. Let's sell the markets at 11.50, and the reason is because the market at this point is because we got this volume. I like that volume come in here on my thought process. You know what I mean? But it could dip one more time. Why don't we do this? Why don't we, since it's a 15-minute trade, let's sell at the market here, the trade that from earlier. Let's try to reposition stuff here at this point, right? So market's it's 11:51 a.m., right? 11:51 a.m. and 41.44 areas last here, right? 41.44.